amazing artists. Today we are going to learn about the primary colors. The primary colors cannot be mixed from any other colors. The primary colors can be mixed together to make every other color on the color wheel. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. Can you say that with me? Red, yellow, and blue. We're going to make a collage out of the primary colors today using a magazine. So on your table, you're going to get a magazine and you're just going to hunt through it until you find some primary colors. Oh, look, there's a primary color right now. That one's blue. And you're going to tear the color out of the magazine. That's right, we're not using scissors today, we are going to tear. So when you tear out of a magazine, you don't want to rip and crinkle, because then look how bad that looks. Does that look like something somebody would want to use in their art? It sure doesn't to me. When you are using tearing, you're going to use your fingers like little pinchers, and you're going to just very carefully tear just the color that you want. So I'm going to tear this piece of blue out and set it in a pile for some blues. Oh, look, there's some yellow. Now, I'm not trying to get all of the red, yellow, and blue that there is in this magazine. I do want to leave some for some other people. But I'm going to get as much red, yellow, and blue as I possibly can so that I can fill up my whole page. But as you can see, my page isn't very big. So I'm going to start a yellow pile, and then I'm going to flip until I find some red. Now, if there's too much mixing together of the colors, like right here, that might not be a good piece to grab. Oh, look, there's some good blue. Now, am I going to take this right here? No, because that's orange and that's not one of the primary colors, so we're not going to use it today. Same with this right here. That's green. We're not going to use that today either. Just red, yellow, and blue. Now, am I tearing out teeny tiny pieces like this? No, because that's too hard to glue. And we're making a collage. A collage is when you take a bunch of pieces of paper and you glue them together on another piece of paper to make some art. And we want our pieces to be big enough that we can actually glue them. Oh, I'm gonna take some of this red right here. You can see I'm using my little pinchers of my fingers to tear it very carefully. Oh, look, there's some red. And after I get a good supply of red, yellow, and blue, then I'm going to be able to glue it down onto my paper. Oh, there's some blue. I know I saw some yellow a moment ago. Oh, there it is. There's some yellow. I'm only getting pieces that are big enough that I can use. Not pink, I'm not going to use that. Oh, look, there's a little bit of red right there. All right, now I could get some more pieces, but I know you guys are ready to get going on this yourselves. So I've got my yellow and my blue and my red, and I've got them into piles. Now I'm going to glue them down. So I've got my glue stick. This is the lid of the glue stick. I'm going to twist it to pull it off of my glue stick. And you can see right here, this purple part is the glue. If you turn this wheel at the bottom, the glue will go down and it will go up. You want it to be up just a little bit like this. If you try to make it go way out like this, then you might accidentally break the glue stick off while you're using it, and that would be a waste. So let's make sure that we're just putting the glue out just a teeny tiny bit, just enough that we can use it. So I'm gonna get my yellow, I'm gonna flip it over to the back side, and that's where I'm gonna put my glue. I'm gluing on the scrap, not on my big paper. If you glue on your big paper, you might not have enough scrap to cover it up, and then your paper will be sticky. And I'm gonna group my yellows together. Put a little bit of glue on the back, and you can see I'm keeping my yellows together. Little bit of glue on the back, keep it together. And now I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the back of this red, and I'm gonna put it over here next to the yellow. And then I'm gonna put this red next to that red. I'm just grouping them together. Would I put it over here? Nope, because that's with the yellows and I want it with the reds. Glue, and I'm gonna put this one over here because I have a big blank space over here that I wanna fill up. Glue, glue, glue. All right, now once I've got all my pieces glued down onto my paper, I'm not done yet. I've got two things to do. First, I wanna make sure I write my name on this because I totally forgot to do that when I started. So if you get to this point and realize you haven't written your name on it yet, go ahead and write your name on it. I'm writing it on the front so that my teacher can see it. And then you're gonna get a red, yellow, and blue crayon. And then you're going to color around that color. So this is my red, so I'm gonna color around all my red. Now if you can't find a red, yellow, and blue crayon, you could use a colored pencil or a marker, whatever's in your table caddy. I like using crayon though when I'm coloring in an area. So I'm coloring on all around my red. I'm coloring it as smooth as I can. Don't worry if yours isn't as smooth as mine, that's okay. And then I'm gonna get my yellow and I'm gonna color all around my yellows. I'm gonna make it as smooth as I can. And I'm gonna fill up my whole page with coloring. All right, and then I'm gonna use my blue and I'm gonna go all around my blue scraps. And I'm gonna fill in the rest of my page. Now, could I have used more pieces of magazine? Absolutely I could. But I didn't want to run out of time and cut out more than I could glue before class was over. So this is good. All right, and there's my finished piece of art. And once I'm done, I'm gonna give it to my teacher and she's gonna let me know what to do.